was kind of a cash tournament in 2009, and never really golfed that much before growing up, but always could kind of hit it far and hit it 400 plus in that tournament. But I didn't really think much of it. I still was going to maybe give pro baseball a shot in 2010, and then I got re-hurt and stuff. So 2011 was kind of my first year of long drive, taking it kind of serious and dialing in my golf swing, but it's still a work in progress. It's only my fourth year golfing, so it's coming.
This former pro baseball player was always hitting it the furthest, and when it came to golf, always drove it the longest. But when injuries plagued his baseball career, he traded in the bats for the driver.
And I did kind of watch like Jason Zuback and stuff, and something in my back of my mind, I thought, hey, that'd be cool to try someday, and I was kind of thinking more when I was 40 after I made the bigs, but didn't happen, so
now you're doing it.
Yeah, it's just something nice to still stay in shape for and don't have to, quit my day job, and, unlike professional baseball, right, it's kind of more of a full-time commitment, right, whereas this is more kind of semi-pro, I guess, or whatever, so.
When it comes to long driving, you don't necessarily have to be the biggest or strongest guy to have success.
It's just how you create speed, and, you don't need to be a big guy to get that speed, hey, and it's just, my advantage is just the levers that I'm able to create and some of the positions that I get into. It's just flexibility, and I'm not a big, powerful guy, right? So it's kind of the same with my pitching and stuff there. So my longest ball, it was actually I went to the Power Golf School a couple years ago down in Mesquite, and I hit one 473. But I mean, there was some wind there too, right? When you ask a long driver, sometimes what their longest drive is, it's kind of what's the best conditions you've hit in. So I mean, I also went to a cash tournament down in Denver and hit it 440 there. So I mean, I've hit 400 a few times, but it's just not consistent. So it's coming.
Are they straight?
When I do catch my best ball, it's decently straight. I've really been working hard this year, and hopefully this year just getting more in play. I tend to go out of bounds and kind of eliminate myself in some tournaments, so it's coming, I guess.
Now, if you're worried about having to follow up a 400-yard drive on the tee box, have no fear. When on the course, these guys tend to shy away from their long drives.
There's a time and the place to kind of air it out for a long drive. Like when I do charity events and stuff, that's when I'll air it out. But when I'm out on the course, like even now, I finally invested in a 3-wood and kind of realized that that's just as good. I've been able to hit that 320, and it'll get me just as good as trying to hit a long ball just as far. So.